Bird on Bears fans, question on the table today. We've seen that the Bears are very big players in the quarterback game. We've seen that the Bears are very big players in this quarterback market. But the question on the table today, if the Chicago Bears can't land their free agent quarterback, can't land Deshaun Watson, we saw they swung and missed on Matthew Stafford, can't land Matt Ryan, Dak Prescott, whoever it may be, then what? Let's talk about it right after this. Now, if you are new to the channel, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports weekly. We don't want you to miss the things, so make sure that you hit that bell. So, Bears have been big players in the market, right? You know what I'm saying? Big players. We saw that it was reported that they were going after Matthew Stafford heavy, offering multiple first-round picks for Matthew Stafford. Just couldn't compete with the package that LA was able to put together. Okay, we can deal with that. Hey, we see that we're playing in the game. We're trying to be in the game, and we're not coming out with little bitty fish fry offers. You know what I'm saying? But after the Stafford deal kind of went down, I just started looking, and I was like, all right, well, you know, Watson's still out there. It's a long shot. I'm sure they're going to offer a big deal, something crazy that we'll probably regret later down the line, but you would have your franchise quarterback of the future, whatever it takes. I said whatever it takes, do whatever it takes to get this man in the building, right? But more likely than not, that's also going to fall through too, just because, again, the Bears don't really have the draft capital that the Texans are probably looking for. They don't really have a player to send back that the Texans might be looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're looking at that Watson deal, that other teams just have better packages that they can put together. So then I got to thinking, what happens if we don't get anybody? What happens if we're not able to get to one of the big names, a Dak Prescott, which I think he's going to stay in Dallas, a Matt Ryan, which I think that contract is too big for the Bears to take on. We've seen Jimmy G is staying in San Francisco. Jared Goff is now in Detroit. He's probably staying put there. So a lot of the pieces on the video I said 5 quarterbacks the Bears should go after are already in place, are already stuck, are already not moving. The only piece left is one of the pieces that I think that you should pursue in Jalen Hurts. And that's one thing that I think the Bears should do. You know what I'm saying? That's a future move to me. Should the Bears be looking at Jalen Hurts? Because I think Jalen Hurts is somebody who you can bring in here. You know he's got NFL-ready talent. You can make some moves, try and get him comfortable in Matt Nagy's system, get him some weapons around him. Probably not going to cost you too much that you can't continue to build your team up, can't continue to put yourself in a position to be successful. And I think that he's got NFL starting quarterback talent, somebody that the Bears should absolutely look into, and somebody who you don't have to devastate yourself to go get. You know what I'm saying? Like, now is he a Deshaun Watson? No, he's not. It's not even on the same level. To me, that's on the level of, well, you didn't get LeBron that summer, we got Carlos Boozer. Or like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got our own big 3. Yeah, okay. Yeah, take it easy. But I think you have to start making moves for the future, stuff like that. At that point, you have to settle into the draft, possibly, and see what you got. It maybe a Mac Jones, somebody who a lot of people have lost confidence in, but as it's been reported, was one of the best looking quarterbacks coming out of the Senior Bowl. And so, to me, it's kind of weird, but I just feel like your bet the house guys are already off of the board. You know what I'm saying? By the way, before I continue with the video, I want to know you guys' opinion. Let me know in the comments below. If the Bears are unable to land one of the big name quarterbacks, then what? I'll be talking with you down there as well. The other option, and I know it's an option that we all are not looking forward to seeing, but if you're making a look at the future anyway, if you're making a look at the bridge quarterback of your future, no, we don't want him starting this season. We don't want him just being thrown to the wolves, because we would like for him to have a year to learn or a year to figure it out, because he's going to be a later round guy. You might have to keep Mitch and Foles around. Like, I think that's worst case scenario, and you hate to say it that we're there, but you want somebody in that position who at least has the NFL experience, who at least can stand out there and knows what kind of beating he's going to be taking, knows what kind of plays he's going to be making. And I think the marriage between Nagy and Mitch is probably done. But, you know, if you're going to make some moves at the offensive line, if you're going to get some key pieces in there, this is all for future now. This is all for the future now. Everything. If you don't land one of these big name guys here, when you're in win now mode, now you're making future moves. Now you're making moves. Well, this guy's not going to start this season. He's probably not going to be ready to start next season, although we would hope so. But we have to continue to try and build up this team, this organization to the next level. Let's see if we can get a stable enough offense. Essentially, you're redoing exactly what you did this year, but you have that guy in the pipeline that you hope to be your next starting quarterback. And so it could come down to re-signing Mitchell Trubisky if he even wants to come back. If nothing else, you've got Nick Foles under contract for pretty much, I believe, the smaller amount of the contract this season. And we might be looking at another season of just like, oh, here we go. You know what I'm saying? That's really all we can hope for at this point, because we've put ourselves in a position where we missed on the guy that we're going after right now. We probably don't have the capital to go get the guy that we missed on in 2017 right now. We probably don't have the players that look valuable enough to send back right now. And if you did have a player that looked valuable enough to send back, a player who looks like, okay, this is a good piece to send back, then it's probably a Roquan Smith or a Jalen Johnson and Eddie Jackson, or, you know what I'm saying, like one of those key guys on your defense. And so then you got to find something to fix that. You put yourself in a hole, essentially, is what it is. And so if you do miss on one of these big name guys, I think personally, to me, just look to the future, because right now with this team, you're not going to find the guy who's going to be able to just come in there and get it done right away. You're not going to find that guy. And with where the Bears are picking right now, I don't think you're going to find a starting quarterback that is going to be ready to go the second he gets into the NFL. But, I mean, listen, I said Deshaun Watson should have been drafted because he dominated in the national championship. Mac Jones was pretty good in the national championship. Maybe he is a starting quarterback the second he comes into the league. Hey, who knows? Let's see. But to me, those are your best likely scenarios. But I want to know your opinion. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think the Chicago Bears should do if they don't land one of the big fish that's in the market right now? I am going to get up out of here. It is your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. Let me know in the comments below how you feel. I'll be down there talking with you as well. To continue watching our Chicago Bears content, click the link here or check the links in the description below. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Peace.